Happy Sunday fun day. I am going to change things up a little bit and use an Oracle deck instead of tarot. I don't typically use Oracle doing a collective, but for some reason I feel called to use it today. So I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. And I do have Darkness of Light Tarot as well if I need to do some clarifiers. So let's jump into it. Ooh, okay. Treasure Island. Orphaned. Breathe. Okay. All right. So I think you have been given a gift of freedom, and it doesn't feel like it. It actually feels the opposite. It feels like being lost. I think some things have fallen away from you that you thought were going to be around for a while, but in reality, everything's temporary. In the unraveling of some recent events and things, people, experiences, opportunities are falling away, it feels very lonely. It almost would feel like God has abandoned you, or that you're just not meant to have nice things. That is not the truth. The truth is that your perspective is very bleak right now, and that is okay because you do need to process that. However, you do have this incredible gift of freedom. And with freedom comes so many more opportunities. You are on your own timeline now. You answer to no one, and you answer to nothing. So while you may be feeling kind of down and out, it will pass. Just take the opportunity to sit with your emotions that you need to process them and to let them go. If you need to journal, do some journaling. If you need to meditate, there's wonderful videos free on YouTube for meditation. If you need help letting things go, there are meditations for that, and I have used them and they are wonderful. So I think that you'll realize that this was what you needed exactly when you needed it, even though it doesn't feel like it right now. Of course, hindsight is 2020. So go through what you need to go through, feel what you need to feel, and just keep pushing forward because there's something out here for you. And a new life. Isn't that great? That is the treasure. You have an opportunity to build something new from the foundation up. We all want a second chance to start over, and you're being gifted that. It may feel brutal. It might not feel fair at the moment, but as you move through this, you're going to find that this was probably the best gift that you could have gotten in this lifetime. Yeah, exchanging gifts. Spot on. All right. Around and around. So this is about lessons. This may not have been the first time that you felt this way. This may be a reoccurring cycle. and may contribute to why you feel so down and out. Because if this continues to happen to me, maybe I'm not meant to have nice things. The truth is that, I mentioned this before, this is a perfect example of how lessons come back to us always. We are learning in a spiral. And while we're going around, we start on the outside and we're spiraling inward, we are gaining clarity so that when we make the decisions, we're less impulsive in how we react to them. We're more strategic, we're more centered, we're balanced, so that as we get closer with the lessons coming back around, we are just getting closer and closer to our center. I think that's probably the best way to put it. So that illustrates it exactly, the spiral, going around and around, because that's part of life. Once you learn a lesson, you don't necessarily, get the check mark and then move on to the next one. It's going to come back because you need to be tested. When you learned it the first time, did it stick with you? Can you put that into practice later? So whatever it has been unraveling, unfolding for you, this isn't the first time that you've met this obstacle. And what you sort of need to consider is, if you're facing this and you're thinking, I just don't get it. Why am I here again? Dive deeper into that. Do some journaling. Get to the root cause. Why am I going through this again? How did I handle it this time compared to how I handled it in the past? Am I moving closer to peace, maintaining my peace in these really horrendous, painful moments? And see what you come up with, because you might see how, the spiral happens. Yeah, chaos and conflict. So, you have been going around and around a little bit with this one, and maybe also a little bit of kicking yourself in the pants because you have been here before and you swore you never would be, and yet here you are again. It happens, and it's not always in your control, and it's not always out of your control either. You contribute to it, but leave the past in the past. Don't kick yourself for it, because you can move through it a lot faster if you're not, playing the pity party and the guilt and the regret. So let that fall away too, along with all these people or events or opportunities or jobs or whatever that are leaving. Yeah, be flexible. Be flexible. That is so important. When we set up so many boundaries for ourselves and routines, we can, while it's good from a day-to-day, you don't really let anything else in. So something that is out there for you that could be a really wonderful experience, if you have like your fortress just closed down completely, you're regimented in your schedule, you only go to certain places at certain times, this serendipitous moment that can be coming is just going to be always around but never touching you. Does that make sense? Like, it's just dying to come in and present itself to you and give you what you do deserve, which is happiness, but you have to be flexible and open to receive that goodness. I'm gonna pull one more. Yeah. Okay. What this was, and if you continue to think about, am I making a mistake by letting things fall away? If it's a voluntary disconnect, or if something walked out of your life, know that this wasn't for you. This wasn't your long-term success story. This was not meant for you. So I'm going to leave you with that. And I hope you have a wonderful Sunday Fun Day, March 7th. And we will talk again soon. Take care.